Common construction site risks, what you need to know. From slips and falls to vehicle collisions, workers on a construction site face a host of potential risks. The first step is to design a safe working environment for the workers on site. According to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, a calm, distraction-free environment will help protect workers from slips and falls and other accidents. Falls. Falls are a common construction site risk. Workers can fall from scaffolds, ladders, or roofs. They can also slip and fall on wet surfaces or trip over objects on the ground. Falls account for nearly 1/3 of all construction site fatalities. To prevent falls, workers should always wear personal protective equipment, PPE, such as hard hats, safety glasses, and work boots. Supervisors should ensure that workers are properly trained in how to safely work at height and that they follow all safety protocols. Trips and slips. There are many potential risks that workers face daily, from trips and slips to serious injuries from equipment accidents. Workers need to be aware of these risks and take precautions to stay safe. One of the most common risks on construction sites is tripping and slipping. This can happen when workers walk around wet or oily surfaces, or when they step on objects that have been left lying around. To avoid these accidents, it is important to keep the work area clean and free of hazards and to use caution when walking in slippery areas. Being struck by objects. Workers can be seriously injured if they are struck by a piece of equipment, or if they are caught in between two pieces of machinery. According to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, common construction site risks include being struck by objects, electrocutions, falls, and being caught in or between hazards. To protect yourself from being struck by objects, it is important to know where the hazard areas are and to stay out of them. Pay close attention to warning signs and cones that mark off these areas. If you work in a hazardous area, wear the appropriate personal protective equipment, such as hard hats and safety glasses. Always watch where you are going and avoid walking under suspended loads. Electrocution. To prevent electrocution, workers need to be aware of the dangers and take necessary precautions. Electrocution can occur when someone comes into contact with an electrical current. This can happen when a worker touches an energized wire or when an electrical current travels through the body. The most common causes of electrocution in construction sites are contacted with overhead power lines and contact with wires that have been damaged by water. To avoid electrocution, workers should always stay clear of power lines and never touch them or anything else that is in contact with them. Burns. Burns can occur when working with flammable materials or when coming into contact with heat sources. To prevent burns, construction workers need to be aware of the common risks and take the necessary precautions. Flame-related burns can occur when a worker is close to a fire or when coming into contact with sparks. Hot object-related burns can happen when workers touch items that are too hot, such as welding torches or molten metal. Arc flash occurs when an electric current passes through the air and creates a spark. Carrying heavy objects. Given the challenges of moving materials, tools and equipment around, many builders are forced to move heavy objects by hand, putting them in danger of serious injury. In short, construction sites can be dangerous places. There are many risks that workers face daily. It is important to be aware of these risks and take the necessary precautions to stay safe. Always use caution when working on a construction site and never take unnecessary risks. Construction workers put their lives on the line every day, and we should appreciate their dedication and hard work. If you have been, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to get more construction information, then make sure you subscribe to the DPRO.design channel.